All right, what's up everyone? I wanted to get back to this machine here, our back extension, and I wanted to show you an advanced posterior chain exercise you can do. Now, when we're running and sprinting and doing these movements, our hamstrings are in a lengthened position. If I'm running and I get extended, in theory, that's where the hamstring pull occurs. And so if we want to quote unquote bulletproof or strengthen our hamstrings, we need to find ways to strengthen them in a lengthened position. But the issue with a lengthened position is typically that's where we're the weakest. So we want to find a lengthened position that we can load fairly safely. And that's where things like isometrics can come into play. So I'm going to show you this back extension isometric single leg that you can do and obviously build into it. This is a pretty advanced movement. I'll have my left leg in here so y'all can see. My right leg's not working, okay? My right leg's just off. So this leg is not a part of this movement. It's just hanging out. The left leg is in. I'm going to start in the bottom position, offloading myself. Leg not working. I'm actually going to keep it up in the air for y'all. And we'll drive and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This back leg is working and down. What we can even do is add a little more length to it by going into some hip flexion. Down, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again, this is where that lengthened position is, and we can work on different holds. So I can work on a hold here, driving my heel. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Now I can get more aggressive and I can do something which is a little bit more of a higher eccentric velocity. So we go down and we drop and catch. Down, drop and catch. Down, up, I should say up, and then down, drop and catch. And we have a little more reactiveness to this. Now what we're doing there is that same concept, right? Lengthen position, but instead of upright, we're bent over. And we're in this guy here, lengthened position, working that more proximal hamstring. Proximal meaning closer to your butt. Distal is the one down by your knee. So things like seated curls typically is more distal. That works this part of the hamstring right here. Now a proximal hamstring is when you have, that's up by your glute tie-in up here. That's that lengthened position. So that's an advanced hamstring exercise, adding an isometric component to it, which is that hold. A dynamic component, which is the active contraction, but again, in that lengthened position, because remember our hamstrings are biarticulate. They cross over two joints, the knee and the hip. They're responsible for knee flexion, coming in, and also hip extension. So here we're working in that lengthened, fully extended leg position, but also then coming into hip extension. So that's one of the advanced hamstring exercises you can try, build into. Be comfortable, start with 2 legs and go 1 leg, obviously. But that's one of those elite advanced movements you can do and eventually load it up for strength. So I appreciate you guys listening as always. Like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Join this community here. We're excited to have you. And thanks as always.